Yeah, so I recorded this one for YouTube, I think, this video, and this day we have SIVB really dropping, right? And yeah, so for reference, future reference, if you're from the future, SIVB had a really bad day yesterday and today. And it was actually halted here. It's probably going to be sold to someone, and they have loan issues. They bought things at the top, more or less, yeah. And they also had a bank run, like from VCs. And anyhow, what you like the perfect. Well, going into today, I was looking for capitulations, reversals, and as this one was a bit dangerous and also was halted, fortunately one couldn't trade this one, but you could trade sister ones. So if you go for reversal bullish scanner here, the sister ones, the new one I knew of in advance was this one, which I was looking at. It bounced around 20%, and yeah. And that was a possibility. I was thinking of trading that one or not one of the other ones. But this one was the best. I didn't know that much about this one before, so I wasn't actually looking at it. It made around 50% move up to 200 on the 5, which is interesting. It's also around 100 and also level in pre-market or post-market probably, yeah. And there were many in the reversal that were regional banks. This one's up 20%, etc. Yeah, another one. Like it was really populated, especially the one with a lot of volume bus. Also, this is direction of the whole financials, more or less banks. FAS, and we also have FAZ for bearish, right? And so that was one trade. Another one was like, why don't we go to a bigger bank that actually are quite conservative and also have pretty good numbers? Not that long ago, that people were talking about, like over here, like doing VCP thing here before the whole market like started to go, and especially banks. And like it was actually something people like bullish about trading, like for a longer run. And now, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days later, it's like a capitulation setup, right? But that's just that here we have better knowledge than these people dumping this. They're just dumping it as like a collective thing, and this is actually like probably not affected as much, even though there's a risk, of course, of contingencies, and but this is like a completely different bank. It's a big bank. They have different types of loans, and yeah, as I said, they're conservative, more conservative than SIVB, that's for sure. So another one was like, why don't we go with options on this one? Or, like when it's fallen like this, also the option premium is not that high actually. And yeah, so that's you can do that, or if you can find warrants in the Swedish market. It was difficult to find one, so I went for options instead, call options. And it's like I don't know that much about options actually. I just trade them because I have really good trade setup here, so I get like the premium is always low. I don't know much about like options, but I just know that when you get a hit, like a capitulation thing like this, like it's a really good risk reward. And you can take like, it's gonna cost you like $1 or whatever, and you can be up a massive amount, right? So I bought it here, I added here once it went up, like did this thing, so I added there, and that's pretty much it. I sold some here when it stalled, and I sold some here, most of it here I think, and I have a small runner, but I'm gonna close that I think unless QQQ is bouncing again. So QQQ is at VWAP 20 and 200 day all here, and also levels from earlier here, also 1200. So it's like so it's a lot of confluence here. Up, it's like not unnormal that it goes up, bounces on VWAP and then continues. But I have no idea what it's gonna do, and I don't have much of a advantage here. I feel so. Actually, I sold the Nasdaq already. Like, let me go here. I already sold it up here because it was like at the fib level and earlier level from pre-market here, right? And as I said, so it's 12,050 more or less. But we're at, like, we touched almost touched the fib level. You can see it over here better where I drew it from. And let's go back to, yeah, so that was one, and you could also, and I wrote about this in like before market open, like GS or JP Morgan are the main ones I was looking at. And this one actually, you see, it actually traded down, so you could get even better one on this one, because JP Morgan was the first one to bounce because it's the obvious one, right? And Goldman Sachs is the second obvious one, but it actually continued down while JP Morgan already started to bounce. When I undercut this, I didn't take this one because JP Morgan went before, but I noticed like this one, it looked like it was going to do an even bigger move, but actually it was less. So yeah, JP Morgan was the right one. And but initially when it went really strong here, I thought it was actually going to be stronger. It also has higher ADR. Anyhow, it doesn't have as good a level, a confidence level here, even though there's something here. It wasn't as clear as JP Morgan, right? Which is like super clear. And yeah, that's the video. Bullish reversal. This is like, I don't know what the concept is, but we have country in trouble is like one of the trades, and this is like sector in trouble, and it's a really good trade. You can trade it both ways, and you can make money in both ways. That's the video. So good luck. Hope you learned something, and as always, you can ask me questions either here on YouTube or on Twitter at Kulturdesken. It's like the cultural desk with a K and then EN at the end, which is Swedish for the same thing. Yeah, that's the video.